So hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss synthesis of sex corticoids, androgens. As in my previous lectures, we have already discussed that zona reticularis secretes sex corticoids hormones, and major adrenal androgens is dehydroepiandrosterone, DHEA, and others are androstenedione and testosterone. So let's discuss about the synthesis of sex hormones. As cholesterol is the precursor of all steroid hormones, so cholesterol is acted upon by the enzyme 2022 desmolase, gets converted into pregnenolone. Pregnenolone, in the presence of 3 beta HSD and delta 4,5 isomerase, it gets converted into progesterone. Progesterone gets converted into 17 hydroxyprogesterone in the presence of 17 hydroxylase enzyme. And now the formed 17 hydroxyprogesterone is acted upon by the enzyme desmolase and gets converted into 19 carbon compound, that is androstenedione. The formed androstenedione in the presence of 17 reductase gets converted into testosterone, and the formed testosterone is acted upon by the enzyme aromatase and it forms estradiol 17 beta, that is 18 carbon compound. So let's discuss serially. So what happens is that cholesterol is acted upon by the enzyme 2022 desmolase and it forms pregnenolone. Pregnenolone is acted upon by the enzyme 3 beta HSD and delta 4,5 isomerase, which forms progesterone. So 3 beta HSD converts the hydroxyl group of third carbon to keto group, and delta 5,4 isomerase shifts the double bond of B ring to A ring and forms progesterone. Now the formed progesterone is acted upon by the enzyme 17 alpha hydroxylase to form 17 hydroxyl progesterone. Also, the pregnenolone can be acted upon by the enzyme 17 alpha hydroxylase and it forms 17 hydroxy pregnenolone. Now the formed 17 hydroxypregnenolone is acted by the enzymes 3 beta HSD or delta 5,4 isomerase and gets converted into 17 hydroxyl progesterone, or otherwise it can also be acted upon by the enzyme 17 alpha hydroxylase, which converts progesterone into 17 hydroxy progesterone. The form 17 hydroxypregnenolone is acted upon by the enzyme 3 beta HSD and delta 4,5 isomerase, which converts the beta HSD converts the hydroxyl group into the keto group and the delta at third position, and the delta 5,4 isomerase shifts the double bond of B ring to A ring. Now also the 17 hydroxypregnenolone can be acted upon by the enzyme 1720 lyase and which forms dehydroepiandrosterone. The formed dehydroepiandrosterone is acted upon by the enzyme 3 beta HSD and delta 5,4 isomerase and it forms androstenedione. The function of 3 beta HSD is to convert the OH group of in third carbon to keto group, and delta 4,5 isomerase shifts the double bond of B ring to A ring. Also 17 hydroxyprogesterone is acted upon by the enzyme 1720 lyase and it also forms androstenedione. So same process goes on. Cholesterol gets converted into pregnenolone can be converted into progesterone by 3 beta HSD and delta 5,4 isomerase. Also pregnenolone can be converted into 17 hydroxypregnenolone by in the enzyme 17 alpha hydroxylase, and the 17 hydroxypregnenolone also can be converted into 17 hydroxyprogesterone by the enzyme 3 beta HSD and delta 5,4 isomerase, and this 17 hydroxypregnenolone now is acted upon by the enzyme 1720 lyase, which forms the hydroepiandrosterone. Also this dehydroepiandrosterone can be acted by the enzyme 3 beta HSD and it forms androstenedione 317 dione. Likewise, the growth process can go on from any method we can get this androstenedione. Now these hormones, the formed hormones that are synthesized, they enter into the circulation and either they act into the tissue or get metabolized or excreted, but first they need transfer protein to remain in circulation. So what are the transport protein? Let's discuss it. For hormones, for aldosterone hormone, the transport protein is mainly albumin, and other transport protein are cortisol binding globulin for deoxycorticosterone and corticosterone. For cortisol hormone, the transport protein is cortisol binding globulin or transcotin 60% and albumin 30%. For hormone DHEA and androstenedione, the transport protein is albumin. So in the next class we will be discussing metabolism and excretion of corticosteroids. For today this much. Hope you guys like the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share the channel. For the next update, please press the bell icon to get updated.